Adam Lewis here with Deer IQ in the backyard plot with some thoughts on invasive species. Now, you'll hear a lot about this with land management and different people out there, but let's talk about the actual definition and then get my take on it and some thoughts. You'll see one behind me here. But invasive species are basically any plant or animal that isn't native to the area that's deemed to potentially be harmful to the environment or humans. Okay, now some of these are things we know of, like tomatoes. Our tomatoes are invasive. They came from somewhere else. Peppers, cows. The cows that we eat and raise for food are invasive species. So it really depends on what it is and just how we view it. It's in the eye of the beholder, and that's the thing. So when you get to your hunting property and you look, right here I've got some autumn olive. Some people have said that's an invasive species, it's bad, but you really have to look at your land. In my property, this is a huge benefit. It adds a lot of structure and areas for deer to bed. Deer love to get underneath this in bed. It creates structure and habitat for pheasants and rabbits, and it really adds visual screening that it's hard for me to get any other way. And on my property, the autumn olive I have are mostly beneficial, so I'm going to keep them. You really have to look at your property and not just take the word of somebody that's sitting in an office somewhere in your state, in an environmental building somewhere that has no clue about what's going on in your land. Now, if you're with a state program for your property, you might have to remove, to stay in that tax benefit program, you might have to remove some things. But if you aren't and you have some leeway, you just got to use your brain. You got to use your brain. Don't just listen to people out there who automatically label certain things as bad for your property. Use your brain. Look at your property. Is this benefiting habitat? Is it benefiting animals or not? And use that as your criteria for if you're going to get rid of something or not. You also have to think about what you're going to replace it with, and will that even be better? Okay, so I've got autumn olive here. I think it's a benefit. I look over here, some stuff I've done. I got some switchgrass here and some, what we got here, pine trees that I've added. And actually the autumn olive is doing a better job than that. And it's already here. So to me, that's not invasive. So think for yourself before you start cutting stuff and poisoning stuff. What is really invasive and what is not?